Proverbs chapter 21, verse 26 says, He that coveteth greedily all the day long, but the righteous giveth and spareth not. I repeat, he coveteth greedily all the day long, but the righteous giveth and spareth not. Good morning. Welcome to Faith Expression. This morning, our topic is greed. Greed. Beloved, Jesus gave a parable in Luke chapter 12, verse 16 to 21, about a rich man who had great harvest and became boastful, telling himself he will pull down his barns and build greater and store up and enjoy for years to come. But God said to him, "You fool, your soul will be required of you tonight." You fool, your soul will be required of you tonight. Beloved, greed has become the propelling factor of virtually everyone on the surface of the earth. The level of greed and how it affects each person tells the path of the ladder of success we find ourselves, and the society we find ourselves. Greed seems to be a cankerworm that has or is eating deep into the fabric of society, irrespective of religion, culture, or belief. By citing this parable as this in Luke chapter 12, verse 16 to 21. Luke chapter 6, Luke chapter 12, verse 16 to 21 read us. And he spoke a parable unto them, saying, The ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentiful, and he was thought within himself, saying, What shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruit. And he said, This will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there I will bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, Soul, thou hast much goods, lay up for many years. Take thy ease, eat, drink, and marry. But God said unto him, O thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then those shall those things be which thou hast provided. So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich towards God. Amen. Amen. Beloved, greed has eaten so deep into the fabric of our society. It has become a cankerworm, even finding itself in Christians. And therefore, it is important that we address this, because we may look at greed in the peripheral eye, but then it has eaten so deep into the fabric of our society, even to those who are called Christians. In order to understand what greed is, we must deal with the following. What is greed? What tells you are greedy? Greed in a Christian perspective, and how to handle greed. Greed, in the Oxford Dictionary, as we try to unravel what greed is defined as intense and selfish desire for something, especially wealth, power, or food. While the Webster defined it as excessive, reprehensible, acquisitive, or acquisitiveness of things. If I look at the synonym, the Proverbs use the word covet as in covetous. Which is marked as inordinate desire for wealth or possession, or for another's possessions. I repeat there. It is covetous, which is marked as inordinate desire for wealth or possessions, or for other person's possessions. As someone will say, or some will say, I am none of this. But maybe a little bit more, and then more, and then the very more. The Bible talk about covet in Romans chapter 7 verse 7, as it talk about it in the last of the 10 commandments. The Holy Book warns of us being covetous, which simply put as lust, and the desire of taking what belongs to others. And then you look at the New Testament as to have more, often used in a sense to take what belongs to another person. I simply put it as being selfish. Jesus warned of this as one of the sins when you read Mark chapter 7, verse 21 to 22. It's saying that this has come from a man's heart. Greed. Greed is centered on the attitude and motives of a person. It is centered on the attitude and motives of a person. As I always say, that I don't judge people by what they do, but I check them by the motive behind what they do. So greed is always centered on an attitude and motive of a person. So it is not necessarily a rich man syndrome, but cuts across for both poor and the rich. So you may be consider yourself poor, but could be very greedy. Greed puts a wrong value on temporary things. It treats temporary things as if they are and we will endure on earth forever. But in fact, we could die today and all our things could be taken from us instantly. And I want you to know this. There is no such thing as financial security in this world. So, if you look at the world today, even the rich and mighty are having inflation. Americans are having inflation over 40%. Several countries are having inflation. Economy is biting hard from south to east, to north to west. Every country is being hit with inflation, and the economy is biting hard. Now, what tells you that you are greedy? That is number 2 of our discussion. What tells you you are greedy? Before you even say anything, let us look at what Matthew chapter 7 verse 1 to 5 says. On what greed, or how to look at greed. Matthew chapter 7 verse 1 to 5. He says, "Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judged, ye shall be judged. And with what measure you met, it shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in your brother's eyes, but considerest not the beam that is in thy own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thy eye, and behold, a beam is in thy own eye? Thy hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thy own eye, and thou shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye." Hallelujah. You must first remove the speck on your eye before you take out the one or point out to your brother's own. So the question you should be asking yourself are this: How do you view money? Is it yours or God's? Beloved, how do you view money? Some people think that money belongs to them. But no, money do not belong to you. It is God who has created everything. He is the owner of all the castles on 1,000 hills. He is the one that have secrets to hidden treasures of this world. He said gold and silver belongs to him. So the little that you have is just a grace that you have gotten something. Now ask yourself this question. Supposing I'm to die between now and next year, what will I do differently? If you have that money, and between now and next year, maybe God tells you that you will be living this world. Maybe the doctor tells you that a terminal disease is taking you away. What will you do differently? How will you consider your wealth, my brother, my sister? I want you to ponder on this. See, ask yourself, why do you want more of everything? Why do you want more cars? Why do you want 4 houses? Why do you want so much money in your bank account? What will it do for you? I want you to ponder on this. Also, ask yourself, is my earthly want superseding my eternal destiny? What you desire on this world, is it superseding the eternal glory that we intend to attain as Christians? I also want you to ask yourself, is the source of my security based on material things or on God? Is the source of your security based on material things or on God? So I see people say that let's go and buy security. Let's go and buy bonds so that we'll be secured financially. Let us buy this treasure bill here and there. I'm asking you today, or I want you to ask yourself, is your security on material things or on God? I lost a friend some few days ago. I've not seen him for more than 25 years now, since we left the secondary school. And a brother called me, WhatsApped me and told me that he passed away. And he told me that when he went to the hospital, that the friend had passed away. The doctor told him about his impending danger, his impending sickness. And right there, he was asked to pay 17 million. I don't want to mention the currency. 17 million so that he can get healed. My friend told me my friend has become so rich that he brought out the money to pay. But it didn't last more than a week. Beloved, I want you to ask yourself, how do you view the lust of money and things? Some people lose money and they can even hang themselves for it. Some people lose their cars, their houses, and as if their world has come to an end. Beloved, how do you value the lust of money and things? Also ask yourself this question. Am I a giver? And am I ready to share? Am I a giver? And am I ready to share? Some people are so stingy. Some people have glue hands, like we should call it those days in the school. We don't want to share anything. Some of you own several houses, and someone is looking for a place to lay down. You won't. The world has become so greedy, so people sleep in tents on the street corners, and bus stops, and the rest of them, while the rich man have several houses, but he can just sleep on a listed space in one bedroom on one bed, irrespective of the size or what it's made of. I want you to ask yourself this morning, I want you to ask yourself this day, do I compromise godly character and priorities in the pursuit of money? Do you compromise godly character? Or do you have priorities in the pursuit of money and earthly possessions? Am I prone to get rich quick? Do I have that get rich quick syndrome? And I want you to ask yourself this question. Am I in bondage to debt? Number 3 on our lineup, the Christian perspective on greed. The Christian perspective on greed. Paul warns us about greed. This is said in Colossians chapter 3, verse 5. Equating greed to idolatry, and once in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9 to 10, and Ephesians chapter 5, verse 5. That being greedy will prevent you from going to heaven. And Paul warns us of our association to greedy people. Who claims to be Christian but who are greedy. He wants that are not even to eat with such people. Paul writing in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 9 to 10 warns, in all things, one will say, words and money is bad. No, please. It is not that wealth and money is bad, but how you look at it. The Holy Books view wealth as a serious responsibility to do good. That all wealth comes from God as a gift entrusted to us to use properly for Him and to help others. And lastly, on number 4, how to handle greed. How to handle greed. Now that you know, I want you to try to separate yourself from all forms of greed, beginning from what our thoughts and motives are. That is, what is actually behind your quest for wealth. What is your motive? Beloved, I want to ask you this question in conclusion. Just ask yourself this question. If you are caught up or put in an island with $1 billion, 50 Ferraris, 5,000 Rolex gold watches, 50 mansions, and note all the world that you can think of, what benefit will it be to you? What benefit will it be to you? Beloved, our eternal destiny should be our priority. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Our wealth is good. Wealth is good. But our wealth is for us to help each other. We are only caretakers of the riches we found ourselves to have gotten, and it is to help each other. Beloved, I want to leave you here as you ponder on this. Ask yourself this question: are you greedy? Of what benefit will all the wealth that you have acquired be for you if it can't help each other or help other people? Don't be self-centered. The Bible warns us that greedy or being greedy is a sin, and we can lose our souls. Our eternal destiny should be more of a priority to us than what we acquire on this world. Because if today God take your life, all what you have gotten will be taken from you. Let me leave you here and ponder on this. I still remain Apostle Philip Nkansah, ever praying for you, ever encouraging you, knowing that the King of the universe is with you. Bye for now. We shall meet another time. Please, don't be greedy. Be ready to help each other and help the gospel. You'll be more fulfilled than anything. Bye for now. We shall meet another time.